Hello everyone, welcome back again. So our today's problem is maximum intersecting lines. Okay, so the question is n horizontal lines segment are arranged on the x-axis of 2D plane. The start and the end point of each segment is in n cross 2 matrix. Okay, lines. Your task is to find the maximum number of intersections possible of any vertical line with the given n line segment. Okay, so let's first understand the question, then we'll discuss about the approach and implementation, then we'll code it. Okay, so let's take example number 1. So the example number 1 is n is equal to 4, right? And lines are 1, 3, 1, 3, 2, 3 and 1, 2 and 4, 4, right? So now what you have to do, just a 2D plane and we have to find the number of intersection, right? So basically the question is like you have to find the maximum number of overlapping intervals. Okay. So for this, like we can understand like this. Okay, so let's create a number line. Okay, so the number line 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 is enough, right? Because we have just max 4. So now 1, 3 means this line, right? 1, 2, 3. Then 2, 3 means 2, 2, 3, right? Then 1, 2 again 1, 2, this one. Then 4, 4 like a dot, just nothing, just dot, right? So the overlapping here, so this one is overlapping, right? So our answer is 3 because 3 lines are overlapping. Okay, that's it. And for example number 2, we can take example number 2 also. So the example number 2 is n is equal to what? 3. So n is equal to 3 and lines are 1, 3, 5, 6 and 3, 4, right? So let's create another number line. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So now 1, 3 means this line, 5, 6 and 3, 4. So here our just one overlapping, right? This one, here 3 and here also 3. So our only overlapping is this. So our answer is 2 because these two are overlapping. Okay, so now let's understand the approach and implementation. So our approach is like we can use brute force. Okay, but brute force approach is what? The expected time for brute force is O(n) square, so we can't use that. So we have to use another approach. So what we can do, we'll put all the start index, okay, start index in a array, in one array, okay, and end index in another array. So array 2, this is array 1, right? Then we'll sort the array in increasing order. Okay, then we'll create a linked list and we'll add the first element of the link and the first element of the sorted end array to the linked list, right? Then what we are going to do, then if the linked list is not empty, then we will pick the peak value. Peak value means head, right? So we'll pick the head or peak value and we'll compare it to the current start value. If linked list is not empty and the peak value is less than the current start value, then we'll remove. Okay, we'll remove it from the linked list. Okay, and then we will create an variable called answer. We'll assign it to 0. The maximum of the linked list size will be answer, and we'll do it in a loop for loop from I is equal to 0 to I less than n, right? Then after the loop we will return the value of answer. Okay, so what you're going to do, let's write it again here. So first of all we will create two array and we will store the start value and end value, right? start and end, start and end. Then secondly, what you're going to do, sort, will sort them. Okay, and third is what, we'll create an answer and we'll assign it to 0. And fourth is we'll create a linked list. And fifth, we'll start a for loop from 0 to n. Okay, in the for loop we are going to check if linked list is empty. If linked list is not empty and the peak value is less than current start, then we will remove it and we'll return answer later. That's it. So let's create the code. I will again explain when I will write the code. So let's write the code. So I am on my computer screen, guys. So let's write the code. And a small request to you guys, that if you found this video useful, then please subscribe. So let's write the code. So first of all, we'll create an array. So let's create array. Int start values is equal to new int of, let's create an size first. Okay, so size is equal to lines dot length, right? So this is size. Then what you're going to do, then again a array end values, right? New int size, right? Then we'll store all the values there. So for int I is equal to 0 to I less than size, right? I plus plus. Actually the size is given, right? The size is n, so we don't have to find the size. The size is already n. So let's edit n. So start values I is equal to lines I 0, right? And end values I is equal to lines I 1, right? Then what we are going to do, then we'll sort the array, right? Then we'll sort the array. So arrays dot sort is start values and same end values, right? We'll copy that and paste and just end here, right? Then what we're going to do, just nothing, we'll create a linked list, right? So let's create a linked list. So q is what, q integer type q is equal to new linked list right? Then a for loop from I is equal to 0 to I less than n, I plus plus. Okay, so now if now we'll add the ith value of end. So q dot add, okay, and end values ith end value, right? Then we'll check if q is not empty, right? So not q is empty, and if the peak value, so peak value what, PEK, if the peak value is less than the start values of ith, okay, if this is, then what you're going to do, just remove the value, remove, right? We'll remove that. And then first of all, oh sorry, I forgot to create a answer. So answer is equal to 0. Then we'll just nothing, answer is equal to math.max and the maximum value of answer comma q.size, the value of size or answer. Okay, and now return answer. So I guess this is correct. Okay, let's check again. First of all, what we did, just create two array. We created two array, then we stored the value of start and end index, and then we sort them in increasing order. Then we start a and then we create a queue linked list. Then we just add end values, ith end values to the linked list, and if queue is not empty and the peak value is less than start I, then we'll just remove it, and the maximum of answer or queue size will be our answer. So let's run and compile. And the time complexity of our code is also O n log n, so that's correct. So now let's submit. So this is absolutely correct answer, guys. So thank you for watching.